Hello, dear students. Welcome back again to my channel. We have already discussed the empires that resided outside India. Now, this is a video which will continue the series about the empires that resided in India or basically that belonged to India. So, among them, one of the greatest empires that was present was Gupta Empire. Okay. So, we are going to learn everything about Gupta Empire. So, before I will go there, I want to put your attention towards this map. As you can see here, Gupta Empire had a vast control over almost entire India. So, this is the western part, or we can say northwestern part, that was controlled by Guptas, and this is the northern part of India that also was majorly dominated by Guptas. Okay, and there was this major part of, or we can say, the 60 or 70% part of north east. Okay, that was also in the control of Guptas, and there was some parts of Andhra Pradesh and Orissa that were completely dominated by Guptas. Okay, so this was the area that was left. Okay, that includes the area of present day Maharashtra, the present day of Kerala. Okay, without these areas, all of the entire India and northwest was controlled by Gupta Empire. Okay, so what about those empires which ruled before that? You know who actually dominated this northern part before Guptas came was dominated by Kushans. Okay, this was dominated by Kushans, and this southern part, that is the Deccan part, it was dominated by Satvahanas. Okay, Satvahanas. Then after their fall, this space or this gap was filled by Gupta Empire. Okay, so gap in north, okay, that was left by Kushan Empire was filled by Gupta Empire in 319 AD. Okay, so this is about the general background of it. Now, what about actually Gupta Empire's actual time of arrival? It was around 230 AD in which actually Gupta Empire emerged, but at that time they were not so powerful. Okay, therefore it's not generally mentioned in the historical books. So important reign starts from 319 AD, which was actually the time of Shri Gupta. Okay, so who was actually the founder of this Gupta Empire? It was Shri Gupta. Okay, just remember that, very important. So when actually the Kushans and Satavahanas fell, okay, when actually they, their power was wiped off, actually it was not Guptas that came directly in the control of the Indian subcontinent. There was a short rule of actually 30 years, okay. At that time, the Indian subcontinent or major part was ruled by Murandas, okay. This is very important. These Murandas actually ruled for very short period of time. That's about 25 to 30 years. That's why we don't exactly study them separately, but it is actually mentioned that before the arrival of Guptas, Murandas were the one that were there, okay. Now, these Guptas, they actually, what was their caste? They were Vaishyas, and majorly they were the followers of Vaishnavism. Okay, means they were Hindus. Okay, and they, as I told you, replaced Kushans and Satavahanas in both Deccan and, or we can say, central India and northern India. Okay, this is north and this is central India. I have to show you in the map that how the division was there. So now it will be easily understood. Okay, now what about their capital? What was the capital of the Gupta Empire? It was Prayag. Okay, where is Prayag actually? It is present day in UP, Uttar Pradesh, and Prayag was their capital. Okay, as you can see here, there is this place called Prayag. Okay, so this is in present day UP. So this was their capital. Okay, and these were some of the most important or major areas of them, like Ayodhya, Mathura, Takshila, okay, Girinagrara or Patliputra. Okay, these were some of the major important areas. Or example, in south or in Deccan, there was this place Kanchipuram. Okay, so these were the important sites. Okay, I hope you understood this. Now, Guptas were famous for many things, okay? They were famous for many things. For example, they were famous for their use of iron reserves, okay? So they used iron reserves in making very important and crucial tools that helped them in battling or kind of helped them in fighting different wars and winning them. That actually led to their acquisition of many territories in India, okay? And there were also this trade with Byzantine. What is Byzantine? It's actually a Roman part, so Roman Empire's part. So Byzantine, there was a trade going on again with Guptas, and also this what was actually the most famous product that was being traded? That it was silk. Okay, now, also this Gupta Empire is also called the Golden Age of Ancient India. Why it is called the Golden Age of Ancient India? Because of all these facts that they had huge achievements in fields of art, literature, science, and technology, and there was also political unification. This point is very important. Why political unification? Because it was first time that India was united in such a way that there was a kind of a centralization or kind of a central control that was going on in India. That was brought by Gupta Empire. Okay. So this video, guys, is going to be a bit lengthy, but I'm going to cover all of the important aspects of Gupta Empire. You don't need to then go anywhere else to study any other thing, okay? Just watch this video completely with a peaceful mind. You will understand everything about Gupta Empire, okay? So let's move ahead. Now, if we are going to talk about the succession of the Gupta Empire, so these are all the rulers that came in Gupta Empire. This is all in chronology. Okay, first ruler was Shri Gupta, or who was also the founder. Then there was his son Ghatotkach. Ghatotkach was then succeeded by Chandragupta first, who was his son. Then Chandragupta was succeeded by Samudragupta. Samudragupta was then succeeded by his son Chandragupta second, and then Chandragupta second was succeeded by Kumaragupta. Kumaragupta was succeeded by Sikandargupta, and after Sikandargupta, Vishnugupta was the last ruler of Gupta Empire. Okay, so we are going to study all of them one by one. Okay, so we will start from Chandragupta first. Okay, so what are the important things? His reign is believed to be on this date, that is 319 AD. Okay, so this is his date of reign. Okay, so what are his important aspects that are related to him? That Chandragupta was the one who actually brought north, east, and central India under one single authority. Means again the centralization, okay, or we can say the unification. Okay, unification of the territories was brought by Chandragupta first. Okay, this achievement is being credited to Chandragupta first. Okay, now Chandragupta first also followed this strategy of matrimonial alliance. Okay, what was the strategy? He actually married some important princesses that were already part of some territories, so that he could also become, or kind of he could also control those territories. Okay, so that's what was the policy of matrimonial alliance. Okay, so I will tell you an important episode here. Actually, Chandragupta first married this woman, namely Kumara Devi. Okay, and who was this Kumara Devi? Kumara Devi was a Lichvi princess. Lichvi is where actually people who belong to Nepal. Okay, Nepal. Okay, so Lichvi was at that time a kind of empire that were in Nepal. Okay, so this Kumara Devi was married to Chandragupta, or Chandragupta married Kumara Devi, and in the celebration, he issued Kumara Devi coins. Okay, and what was the feature of these Kumara Devi coins? Actually, this face, that is the front face, it was actually filled with the image of the king, and the other part was filled with the images of Lakshmi, Parvati, or one of them. Okay, so that was the important feature of these coins. Okay, also what's important about Chandragupta first is that he also started this Gupta era. Okay, this Gupta era was started by Chandragupta first. Okay, and another most important fact about Chandragupta first was his title. Okay, he was known by the name Maharaja Di Raja. That was the emperor of emperors, or the king of kings. Okay, we can say king of kings. Okay, so very easy, and but it is important to remember who was given the title Maharaja Di Raja. It was Chandragupta first. Okay, now if we will see the location of his territorial expansion, or the territories in which he ruled, it includes present-day UP, Bengal, Bihar, and what was the capital of his empire, Chandragupta first empire? It was Patliputra. Okay, as I already told you, the main capital was Prayag, but capital of Chandragupta was Patliputra. Okay, now after Chandragupta first came the Samudragupta. Okay, so Samudragupta is believed to have reigned from 335 to 375 AD. Okay, and he was known by the name as second Chakravarti Samrat of India. As you already must be knowing that first Chakravarti Samrat, who was he? He was actually Ashoka. So second Chakravarti Samrat was actually Samudragupta. This title was given to Samudragupta. Why? Because of his territorial expansion. He was so brave that he had fought so many wars, as is being present by his court poet, whose name was Hari Sen, in this Allahabad pillar inscription, that he mentions there that Samudragupta almost fought more than 100 battles, and he won all of them. Okay, he won each and every single of them. Okay, that was the bravery of Samudragupta. Okay, so just remember this important detail here about this important inscription, that is the Allahabad pillar inscription. Okay, so this was the inscription that was actually in which this famous Prayag Prashasti is famous, which is actually written by Hari Sen, and in this Prayag Prashasti, Hari Sen mentions about the achievements of Samudragupta. Okay, that's it. Now, Samudragupta was very ardent Hindu. He was an ardent follower of Vaishnavism. Okay, and to celebrate that, he is the one who is believed to have performed Ashwamedh Yajna. And as you already know, that Ashwamedh Yajna was actually a kind of a sacrifice in which a horse was sacrificed. Okay, so that is Ashwamedh Yajna. Okay, now he is also known to be a good philanthropist, who Samudragupta first, because he is believed to have helped this Meghavarman of Sri Lanka to build or to construct a Buddhist monastery at Bodh Gaya. Okay, so this is another achievement of this Samudragupta. Okay, wait. Okay, now what else? Now Samudragupta also had his coins. Okay, and in his coins he was given this kind of epithet, or this kind of name, that restorer of Ashwamedha. Okay, Ashwamedha, as I have already told you, that Ashwamedha was a ritual in which a horse is being sacrificed. It's actually a ritual that's associated with Vaishnavism or Hinduism. Okay, And what was the other name of this Samudragupta? He was also known as the Indian Napoleon. Okay, Indian Napoleon is another name that is given to Samudragupta. Okay, why this name is given to him? Because of his military conquests. Okay, now Samudragupta in one of his coins is seen playing this instrument called veena. Okay, veena is a musical instrument. So from that very thing, from that very evidence, it is believed that Samudragupta loved music. Okay, he loved music very much. Okay, and because of that, he is given the title as Kavi Raja. Okay, if someone asks you who is called Kavi Raja, so or who is called by the name Kavi Raja, it is generally Samudragupta because he loved music. Okay, and there are some other titles that were being that were kind of seen on his coins that he had issued or that were issued during his time. Was these titles? One of the titles was Aprathiratha. Okay, that is invincible. Okay, and another title that was given to him was Viagra Parakrama, that is he was as brave as tiger. Okay, so these all names are being kind of seen on the coins that were issued by him. Okay, now so this was all important about Samudragupta. Okay, now Samudragupta was followed by or succeeded by Chandragupta II. Okay, he was another major ruler, and his reign is believed to be from 376 to 415 CE. Now, what are the important things? He was called by the name as Vikram Aditya, and what is the meaning of the Vikram Aditya? It is powerful as a sun. Okay, so who was given the title Vikram Aditya? It is Chandragupta II. Okay, he is believed to be the most enlightened ruler of Gupta Empire. Okay, most enlightened ruler of Gupta Empire, and it was during his reign that Gupta Empire was on its peak phase. Okay, means it had the maximum territorial expansion and economical growth. Okay, right. So generally we say that a kind of a dynasty, a kind of a rule is on its peak when they have a complete political and economic dominion over a territory. So generally, so this was the phase in which Chandragupta II ruled, that it had a peak phase and the most supreme power was under the Gupta Empire. Okay, so what is the other title that is given to Chandragupta apart from Vikram Aditya? It is Samha Vikrama. Okay, it is Samha Vikrama. So Samha Vikrama and Vikram Aditya are the two titles that are given to Chandragupta II. Okay, also he married, he also this followed this policy of matrimonial alliance. Okay, according to Chandragupta first, there was this matrimonial alliance of Kumara Devi, as I told you about, and also in case of Chandragupta II, there is this matrimonial alliance that he married actually Kuber Naga. Kuber Naga was also a woman who was a Naga princess. Okay, and he also she actually belonged to Nepal. Okay, and what is important here that this Kuber Naga or Kuber Nanga, who was the Naga princess, she and Chandragupta II had a daughter, namely Prabhavati. Okay, they both had a daughter, namely Prabhavati. So this Prabhavati was, who was the daughter of Chandragupta II, actually was married to this ruler called Rudra Sen II. Okay, and Rudra Sen II was the prince of Vakataka. Actually, Vakataka was a great empire during that time in the Deccan part. Okay, this is how. So there I have mentioned that how he controlled Vakataka kingdom indirectly. This is how he was successful in kind of controlling Vakataka kingdom also that belonged to Deccan area. Okay, in this way, because see, he was so wise. He had first his marriage with Kuber Nanga, who was a Naga princess. Then they had a daughter, Prabhavati. And then Prabhavati, his daughter, was married to this Rudra Sen II, who was Vakataka king. Later, this Rudra Sen II died. Okay, this Rudra Sen II died, and this was a very wise move. Then this Prabhavati was made as queen regent. This Prabhavati was made as queen regent, and due to that fact, so I was telling you about this Prabhavati. So then after this man Rudra Sen II died, this Prabhavati was made as queen regent. Okay, this was made as queen regent. Then this queen regent, that is Prabhavati, she actually controlled this Vakataka kingdom with the help of his father Chandragupta II. Okay, so this is the episode. Okay, so this was a very wise strategy, right? So this is how he controlled or indirectly controlled the Vakataka kingdom. Okay. Now moving ahead, now there is this important thing about Chandragupta II, that there was already a capital that was of or we can say the Prayag was the capital of Gupta Empire. Now he also created the second capital of Gupta Empire, that was Ujjain. Okay, now what is another important point is that there is this pillar, that is iron pillar inscription of Mehroli. Okay, where is this place Mehroli? It is actually in Delhi, present day Delhi. Now in this Mehroli iron pillar, this Chandragupta II's territorial conquest of Western India is mentioned. Okay, actually this West was conquered by Chandragupta II, and we are kind of being aware by this iron pillar inscription of Mehroli about this territorial expansion or conquest. Okay, now Chandragupta II had these coins. Okay, and what is important there? These coins that he issued were in form of gold, silver, and copper, and this gold was also called as dinara. Okay, this gold was also called as dinara. Now what is the name of Chandragupta II mentioned on his coins? It is Chandra. Okay, so Chandragupta II is known by his name Chandra, according to his coins. Okay, very important point. And also another important point is that the famous Chinese traveler Fa Hin traveled India during the reign of Chandragupta II. Okay, very important point. Okay, so Fa Hin traveled to India during the reign of Chandragupta II, and there is this book of Fa Hin which is called Fu Kyo Ki. Okay, this is a book in Chinese. It's written by this writer, famous writer Fa Hin. Okay, now Chandragupta II is known to have held these Navratnas, okay, again and again, been asked in the examinations, or also called the 9 gems or the 9 jewels of Chandragupta II. I'll be mentioning them all here, but please pay attention here because this is very important. Again, this is being asked in the examination. Okay. Now, first we will start with this famous personality known as Kalidasa. Okay, Kalidasa is very famous. He's a poet. Okay, and he is very famous for his poem. I don't remember the exactly name, but in which he tells the story of that Malvika and another prince. Okay, now this poem is very famous. Okay, that is a love poem. Now, this was about Kalidasa. He's a poet. You just have to remember generally this, that what is the profession of these 9 Navratnas. Okay, now Kalidasa was a poet. Amar Simha, another important character, was a Sanskrit grammarian. Okay, and his most important work was Amara Kosha. Amara Kosha, Amarakosha. Just remember this. Okay, and the third famous personality which he held in his court was Varamira. Varamira was an astronomer, and he is famous for his 3 books. Okay, first is Pancha Siddhantika. Second is Bridha Samrita, or also known as Brihad Samhita, or the third is Brinath Jataka. So these are the 3 important books that this astronomer Varamira has written. Okay, now another important character, that was Dhanvantri. This is very important and easy. He is generally regarded as the father of Ayurveda. Okay, Dhanvantri is regarded as the father of Ayurveda. Now, Gatta Karapara was another important personality, and he was an architect of Chandragupta II. There is this character called Sankhu. He was also an architect who is believed to have written this book Shilpa Shastra. Okay, now what about this Kahapanaka? Kahapanaka was an astrologer, and he has written this Jyotishi Shastra. Jyotishi Shastra was written by this astrologer, namely Kahapanaka. Now, another important kind of author whose name is Vararuchi, and he is believed to be the first author of Prakrit language. Okay, Prakrit script you must be aware of. So this Prakrit script was kind of authored by this person, namely as Vararuchi, who belonged to Chandragupta II's empire. Okay, then there is this last Navratna, that is Vetala Bhatta. Vetala Bhatta was the author of Mantra Shastra. Okay, he was the author of Mantra Shastra, and he is believed to be also a magician. Okay, so these were the Navratnas that Chandragupta II held in his court. First is Kalidasa, second is Amar Simha, third is Varamira, fourth is Dhanvantri, fifth is Gatta Karapara, sixth is Sankhu, eighth is Kahapanaka, Vararuchi, and Vetala Bhatta. Okay, just remember these names. Now, after Chandragupta II, there was this person namely as Kumaragupta. Okay, Kumaragupta, who is believed to be another major ruler. His reign has started from 415 to 455 C, almost 40 years. Okay, now he also had some titles. Okay, he was called by the name as Sakaraditya or Mahindra Aditya. Sakara Aditya or Mahindra Aditya were the 2 titles that were given to Kumaragupta. Okay, right. Now, what is most important point, as you can see, this is the most important point about Kumaragupta, is that he laid the foundation of Nalanda University, very famous university in present day, that is Nalanda University. It is one of the oldest universities. Okay, so Nalanda University, he laid the foundation of this university. Okay, now he was also a follower of Vaishnavism, and he is believed to have also performed this Ashwamedh Yajna. Okay, now there are some important famous inscription of Kumaragupta. Okay, what are those famous inscriptions? That is Karandand, Mandsur, okay, Mandsur, or we can say this is Mansoor, Bilsad. Sorry guys, wait. Yes, so this is Bilsad, and another is Damodar copper plate. I will again repeat: Karandand, Mandsur, Bilsad, and Damodar copper plate inscription. These were some of the most inscriptions of Kumaragupta, or related to the Kumaragupta. Now, the last important ruler, that is Sikandagupta. Okay, that we will learn in this lecture. So his reign is from 455 to 467 CE. Okay, and he is generally regarded as the last important ruler of Guptas. Okay, what is his most important contribution is that he was able to successfully defend his empire from the invasion of Hunas. Now you will learn in next lectures about Hunas. There were the very vicious kind of barbaric Asian tribesmen. Okay, and one of the most important cruel men in that Hunas tribe was these 2 people, that was Tora Manna and second was Mihirkul. Okay, Mihirkul and Tora Manna were very 2 ferocious men, leaders of this Huna tribe. Okay, Now, so this is the most important contribution of Sikandar, that he was able to defend completely this attack of Hunas, okay, or kind of defend their attack against his empire, okay. Now, but after the death of Sikandar, this Toramanna and Mihirkul were able to successfully loot Gupta empire entirely, and that led to a huge loss to their kingdom and empire. And after they kind of looted this empire, there wasn't much left of Gupta Empire, and whoever were the next rulers of Gupta Empire, they were not able to withstand that huge and vast empire. And this vast empire of Guptas were now started to disintegrate into smaller parts, and now you will see this Gupta Empire being completely vanished and wiped off from the Indian history. Okay. Now, some of the important things here is this Junagadh inscription. What is important about Junagadh inscription is that this governor of Sikandargupta, whose name was Parnadatta, okay, just remember this name, Parnadatta, he is supposed to have repaired Sudarshan Lake, Sudarshan Lake of Kathiawadi, which is present in Gujarat. So this is it about Gupta Empire. I have covered everything, every last ruler, every important detail about this empire. I hope you have understood this. If you did not, go back again. This is very important lecture, and just watch it in or in a slower mode or whatever suits to you, okay, and you definitely will understand every part of it. Thanks for watching my content, and please keep appreciating my efforts. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.